Hello everyone, it's Lee, obviously at Royal Ascot today, Ladies' Day, but also it should be Men's Day as well, where men get a chance to dress up and be peacocks for the day. But I look around me and there's so many men that get it nearly right, but not quite. Some only get it 50%, and then generally the people that have actually got the most money, they're a little bit worse dressed. But anyway, we'll start from the bottom of my outfit. Obviously I've got a highly polished patent brogue shoe. I've got the traditional pinstripe trousers, which obviously sit on my shoe. They're cut to what's called a cavalry cut, so they're longer at the back than they are at the front. This is most important, so that your trousers don't appear too short. It's also important if you're wearing boots to have a longer back than it is the front. So if you work your way up, I've also got a classic double-breasted waistcoat on by Oliver Brown of Lower Sloane Street. All 8 buttons are done up. You do not have the bottom button undone on a double-breasted waistcoat. This is only a single-breasted waistcoat. This is as a tribute to Edward VII, who was obviously quite large towards the end of his life and couldn't do up his bottom button of his waistcoat. So rather than embarrassing His Majesty the King, the men started a fashion where they left their bottom button undone. So if we carry on up, obviously I've got candy stripe tie, which is slightly ruched, and also a tie stud, which is most important. It's highly important to tie a Windsor knot. Nice triangular knot. You don't have to know how to do it. All you do is go on YouTube and there's loads of videos. What you don't want to do is spend a load of money on a tie and then find out that you've got one that looks like something out of a comprehensive school in Hackney. You want a nice Windsor knot and you want a nice tie with a ruche. Obviously it's got the ruche. You also want traditional single-breasted herringbone wool top coat, towel coat, and it should be the correct length to show at least ½ inch of cuff. You want cufflinks, and you also want to bling yourself up a little bit, gents. You want a ring, you want a nice watch, and you want everything to match, so you need to dress to a theme. Obviously on my breast I've got the pocket square, which is folded in the traditional 3 steps. Not too much showing, not too little showing. I also have a pink silk buttonhole. I wore a natural flower last year, and halfway during the course of the day I found it was severely wilted, so we won't be wearing that again. Silk is your best friend. You then have the classic silk top hat. Silk plush, not felt, not grey, black silk plush. The reason for black is because if it rains, it doesn't change colour. If you've got a grey top hat and it rains, then it changes to every shade of grey. With my shirt, I've got a classic French collared shirt, which is high at the back, so you should have it where your lapel of your jacket finishes and then your collar then starts and finishes. I'm also today being accessorised with a silver top walking cane, just for that extra added little bit of bling. And I've also got a watch chain without a pocket watch, because I'm wearing a wristwatch and don't require a pocket watch, with a lucky silver sixpence, which is of my birthday, which is 1967. So, lads, most important thing, shoes, handshake. That's how you judge a man. Shoes and his handshake. Anyway, hope this has been some help to you all. Bye bye.